Hello friends, this is Astrologer Mohnish once again, and thank you for watching my videos on Vedic Astrology. In this video, I'll be talking about how you can see the reason of your sufferings in this life. Everybody go through some hardships, sufferings, challenges, problems, miseries in the lifespan. But what are the reasons for those sufferings? Are these coming as a prarabdha karmas in your birth chart? Means you are inheriting those miseries from your birth based on the previous life karmas you have done. Or the miseries are coming from your own self deeds. The deeds, the actions, what you have done in this life, and that is giving you the miseries or the sufferings in the present time. So again, the concept is why people suffer. Everybody suffer to some extent because the human body is all about getting old and then suffering starts. But some people suffer throughout their life, or the sufferings are sometimes very, 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 very difficult or painful. So the reason of those sufferings are basically as per the classical text of Vedic science. It talks about that your prarabdha karmas, which is allocated to your present state birth chart, those prarabdha karmas means the fruit of which is ready for you to consume. The karmas you have done in the past, but its fruit is ready. The fruit is juicy, sweet, or fruit can be bitter in taste. So bitter means you are now paying for the bad deeds, and juicy fruit means, sweet fruit means that you are enjoying the benefits of the previous life karmas. Now prarabdha karmas is allocated to your birth chart, and it could be one of the reasons that you are suffering. And how you can see that, we will talk about this in this video. And second is, there could be reason that your actions, your deeds, your own desires, your own greed, your own ego, or whatever you have done in this life is now causing you the miseries. So how you see that, it's very simple, and I will make it very simple for you to understand this, because I believe in explaining the concept clearly. If you understand the concept, then you can read anyone's chart very, very easily. Okay, so no need to memorize anything, understand the concept. Similarly, when you play a piano, if you know how to play the chords, then if it's a piano of any make and any model, it's a keyboard of any make and any model, you still know how to play that chord. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to open the chart in Jagannathora, any software. Let's say Jagannathora is the best software to show you the examples. So when you create a new chart, you need to right click this chart, the bottom chart. Okay, this is your Lagna chart and this is the D1 chakra chart. And now you bring the chart which is called Trim Shamsha chart, that is D-30, the divisional 30 chart of your Lagna chart, which talks about all your miseries, your sufferings of your life, and how they are coming, how they will be acting, or what is the reason of your miseries and sufferings in this life. So I'm going to click on the Trishamsha chart D30, and in D30 you right click here again and pick the preference as Prashara Trishamsha. So we need the settings what is being guided, given and provided to us by Sage Prashara. So we will use his model to see our D30 chart, what is the cause of sufferings in our life. Maybe sufferings right now, or maybe in the future. If the suffering comes, you will know why it is coming. Either you are inheriting from your previous life karmas, known as prarabdha karmas, or you have done something wrong in this life, and through which you are bound to now suffer or pay back the price. So how you see that? This is the theoretical part of it. Understand the concept. Okay, in D30, as I showed you, in Jagannath Hora, how the D-30 chart looks like, what are the settings you need. In D-30 chart, we will see only two things. One is the Lagna, that means the first house of D-30 chart, and we will see the Lagna Lord, the Lord of that first house of D-30 chart. Only two things you need to see, and then this combination, permutation, what I have created here, will tell you exactly whether you will suffer from your inherited deeds of your previous life, karmas, or you will be prone to suffer because of the deeds you will do in this life. So how do you see that? So in D-30 chart, we need to see the first house. The first house itself, whether it is a benefic or it is malefic, means if it is afflicted house, blemish, or there is a problem, or it is benefic, it has no problem. So how you see the problem? It's very easy. So you need to classify two segments of planets. One is benefic planets and one is malefic planets. So the benefic planets are Moon, Venus, Jupiter. Jupiter is the most benefic. Mercury and Sun also. So some Vedic literature says Sun is a malefic planet, but Sun is benefic because it's a Surya Narayan, it's a god of the whole universe, which gives us the light. Even though with high Sun, people get egoistic, too much commanding, too much proudy, egoistic. That's the reason some literature says it's malefic, but we will take it as benefic planet. So the benefic planets are Moon, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury and Sun, and the malefic planets, the bad planets are, which causes problem and causes a lot of greed and fear and phobias in your mind, is Saturn, Rahu, Ketu and Mars. These are the two segments of planets, benefic and malefic. All we want to do is, we want to judge your first house, whether it is showing us the benefic combinations or malefic combinations or mixed combinations. In the first house, if there is Moon, Venus, Jupiter, Mercury, Sun sitting in there, or they are respecting the first house, the house is benefic. But on the contrary, if the first house in your D-30 chart, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars are sitting or respecting, it is a malefic house of yours. So first condition is we see the Lagna house, the first house of your D-30 chart. And second is we see the Lagna Lord. Lord means the who is the owner of the first house, where that owner is sitting, and does it make any connection with malefic planets or the benefic planets. So this is the second condition we see. So this Lagna Lord can be malefic, can be benefic itself, could be Saturn, could be Mercury, could be Jupiter, but what combination it makes, whether it sits with, if it sits with benefic, it will reduce the problems. If it is sitting with malefic, it will add to the problems. So this is the two things what you need to see, and how to then read it is very simple. If your Lagna is benefic and your Lagna Lord is also benefic, I'll run through the examples to make it very clear. Then the native has a very fortunate birth, it means, and the native, he or she will not create any misfortunes in her life through self-actions or deeds. So that means this person will not suffer, to be very honest, because they are not bringing any sufferings from the previous life, nor they are doing any actions or they will do any actions which will cause them suffer in this life. They are very pious people, they will always do good. In the second condition, if the benefic and malefic are the mix, that means the first house has a combination where there are benefic planets also or malefic planets also, or the combination is showing the mixed results, and the Lagna Lord is only benefic, so Lagna Lord has no malefic afflictions, then this means that the birth of the native is mixed fortune. That means that birth is bringing, the native is bringing some miseries from the previous life, some karmas which he needs to pay back through his sufferings or her sufferings, but he or she will not create misfortunes in this life through their self-deeds. So this is the birth is mixed, but the actions are not mixed. Actions are pure. So any sufferings happens, it is only because of the previous life. Karmas you are paying back. You have not done anything or indulged in anything which will cause you the problem to carry on or create more misfortunes in this life. Now third combination is, this is benefic and this is a mix of benefic and malefic. And I'll show you an example how you see the mix of benefic, malefic. Again, all we see is whether the Lord, the planet is sitting with the malefic planets, any malefic planet aspecting it, or it's sitting with benefics. So in this case, let's say the benefic is also aspecting and malefic is also aspecting the Lagna Lord of D-30 chart. So that means it has a mixed results. But the ascendant house is clean, it has no planet sitting in here, malefic, or there's a benefic planet sitting inside or respecting this house. So this is benefic, this is mixed. So this means the native is fortunate through birth, they are not bringing anything bad from the previous life. But in this life, due to their greed, due to their power, due to their ego, due to their desires, they will create the misfortune and miseries through their own actions. When they go sick, they are in a miserable situation, they should not blame their previous life karmas. They should blame their this life karmas. This has caused them the problem and miseries and sufferings. Similarly, malefic and benefic. So this native is bringing misfortunes from the previous life, but his or her actions in this life will not cause them the miseries because they will not do anything bad. So all the sufferings are coming from the previous life, prarabdha karmas. Very easy to understand, right? And then finally is malefic, malefic. This is the worst combination. So you are born as an unfortunate, you're bringing the miseries and sufferings from your previous life, prarabdha karmas, and also you are adding to those malefic results to more and more by doing the mischievous acts, the sinful acts of causing problems and challenges to your own self, because all your karmas will repay you back. And that means this is the combination where the native has unfortunate birth and will also do deeds in the life which will become the cause of sufferings and miseries. So this is all what you need to understand theoretically. Putting them everything in practical sense, it's very easy. I'm going to show you some charts here, and then I want you to read your own chart and see what is causing you the sufferings, if you are going through the sufferings, or what can cause you those sufferings in the future. Okay, so how do you see that in the charts? Let's do that, dive into the real examples. You can open your Jagannath Hora, and again the settings I have already shown. So right click here, pick the D-30 chart, Trishamsha chart, and then in that D-30 chart, pick the settings of Prashra Trishamsha. This will give you the right settings, what you need to read your chart to understand D-30. What I will do is, I will open up my professional software. Again, the software is not a constraint here. You can use any software you want, because ultimately you need to understand the concept. As long as you understand the concept, software is not a problem. So I'm just opening up a software here, which is bringing up to the screen. So this is my horoscope software. So I'm going to show you the chart of Charles Sobhraj first. Okay, so what I'm doing is, you see this is a Lagna chart, this is a Kaspal chart. I'm going to make it to D-30 chart. Right click here, see D-30 is the chart of misfortunes. So Charles Sobhraj, a serial killer, serial rapist. Everybody knows about his life, but if you don't, then you can go ahead and read about the biography of Charles Sobhraj. And the date of birth, time of birth is given in the Astro database, from where I am doing all my research or showing all my videos and sharing the content with all my audience. So look at the D-30 chart. So what we are looking at? We're looking at the ascendant house, the first house, and we're looking at the ascendant lord. Here it is, Venus. So what we're doing is, first we want to see the ascendant house. You see ascendant house is This is ascendant house of D-30. Here is Saturn, here is Rahu Ketu. It is called hemming. Hemming means both sides, malefics are hemming the house, which is ascendant house. And this is called a Papa Khatri Yoga. Pap Khatri Dosha or Yoga. This is called hemming. Hemming by two malefics to a benefic planet. So benefic planet is sitting here, moon is sitting here, but it has been afflicted severely by two malefics on the either side of it. It's causing a Papa Khatri Dosha on Charles Sobhraj's chart. That means his first house is badly afflicted. He is bringing unfortunate miseries, problems, challenges through his birth. Even though there is a moon benefic planet sitting in here, but it is not going to help him because the first house is badly afflicted by Rahu Ketu one side, Saturn one side. It has been sandwiched between two malefics, rather three malefics, Rahu Ketu and Saturn. So the first condition is, we know there is a miseries coming from past life. Now, where is Ascendant Lord? Ascendant Lord itself is benefic, it's a Venus, but it is also aspected by Saturn, which is a malefic planet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh aspect of Saturn, count this way or this way, it will land here. So a malefic planet is looking at the Ascendant Lord. So the second condition also applies in here. Malefic birth and malefic Ascendant Lord. So that is the reason this person who was in jail, you can read his biography, why the Charles Sobhraj becomes Charles Sobhraj and what is the cause of his sufferings, problems, challenges in his life. The second example I am going to show you is Monica Lewinsky. Again, if you don't know about her, you can Google her life. She's the one who got into scandal with Bill Clinton. So again, we will look at a D-30 chart, Trishamsha chart for misfortunes. Here you see D-30. Again, first we will see who is the Ascendant Lord. We know it's Saturn. And we will see the first house, whether it's afflicted or not. So again, you see Saturn is sitting one end, and Rahu and Ketu are sitting one end. Again, moon is being hemmed, and the first house itself is being hemmed. Miseries, sufferings are coming from previous life also, because the first house is afflicted. There is no doubt Venus sitting here, moon sitting here, which is making some Shubh Khatri also. So what is Shubh Khatri and Papa Khatri? Let me give you an example here. So let's say if there is no Saturn here, there is no Rahu Ketu here. So two benefics are surrounding each side of the house. It is called a Shubh Khatri. Shubh Khatri Yoga, which is opposite of the Papa Khatri Yoga. So this is auspicious if there would be no Saturn, Rahu and Ketu here. But now in her case, the condition is not that. We have a Shubh Khatri also, but we have a Papa Khatri also. So it's very much mixed. Her first house is very much mixed, rather more negative, because the Papa Khatri Yoga, both sides malefics are sitting of the first house. And then you see this is the Lord of the house, which is Saturn. Saturn has been aspected by Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Ascendant Lord itself is malefic, and it is also making a combination with malefic. It is sitting with benefic, again it's mix. So her karmas, what she is bringing from previous life is mix. Sufferings will happen through that also. And her deeds in this life will also be very much mixed. She will do deeds which will cause her the miseries, suffering and challenges. So this is a very much mixture of both things in her chart. So I hope this explains very well what I am trying to explain you here. We'll see some more examples. Next example I am showing you of a serial killer, Richard Ramirez. And again, you can find their date of birth and their biography on AstroBank, or you can Google them. So if you see his chart, again, the concept remains the same. I'll go and open the D-30, misfortunes. What will cause a misfortune in his life? The first house. Now you see there's no hemming here, okay? So this is okay. The first house is ruled by Mars. 1, 2, 3. Who is aspecting first house? Rahu and Ketu, they are aspecting first house. So there is, Mercury is also aspecting first house. So 7, 8, 9, no, Jupiter is not. So Rahu, Ketu, malefics, and Mercury, benefic, is aspecting the first house. So that means the birth is mixed. Mixed means the trouble is coming from previous life also, and the trouble will come from his self-efforts also. How? Through self-efforts? You can see it. The ascendant lord is Mars, and it is aspected by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Rahu and Ketu, fifth aspect. So Rahu and Ketu, they aspect 5, 7 and 9 houses. So the Mars is afflicted. It is sitting with a good planet, Moon, which is giving some benefits here, but it is severely afflicted, and you can count how many benefits versus how many malefics. So one benefic, two malefics, one benefics, two malefics. So you can understand where the negativity is. So negativity, the miseries will cause because of his actions also, his deeds, and also through his birth. Next chart I will show you is Oprah Winfrey. Again, everybody knows about her. Open a D-30 chart, and you can see in here her ascendant house, all surrounded by benefics. It's called Shubha Khatari Yoga. Very, very auspicious. Even Saturn is also aspecting this, the first house, which is aspected by malefic also. But this Shubha Khatari dosha, the yoga, Shubha Khatari yoga, is dissolving all inauspiciousness. You see, 3 planets are surrounding our first house. Very, very good birth. Very, very fortunate girl. Very, very fortunate. And then if you see the ascendant lord is Saturn. Saturn itself is hemmed by 2 benefics. Again, Shubh Khatari Yoga. That's the reason she is Oprah Winfrey, my dear friends. Very, very auspicious Lagna, and very, very auspicious Lagna lord. Because it is hemmed by 2 benefics from either side. Jupiter and Mercury, and the house itself is also hemmed by 2 benefics. One is Jupiter, then Sun and Venus. So this is how you see instantly why some people, they always succeed in their life, they don't do any bad acts, and they are here to reap the best fruit of their previous life karmas, what they are bringing in this life. So I can share more examples, but I want you to go over the details what I have shared with you guys. Again, make the concept very simple. Do not go with analysis and paralysis. Every chart has a meaning, the divisional charts in Vedic astrology. That's the reason the Vedic astrology is known as the mother of all astrologies in the world. It can talk, it can tell, it can show, it can share anything about your life. And also it can tell you what is the root cause of your problem. So print this slide. I'm giving you free of cost here as your guru, as your mentor. In return, you can click a like or subscribe to my channel if you want to. But as we are dealing with the matters of karmas, you know, if you're taking something from me or from this world or from the planets, you have to return it back. Choice is yours, how you return it, or otherwise, if the planets will come and take it from you, it can be in any way. Okay, it has to be. So go over this concept again, re-watch the video. If you want to know about the doshas in the chart, like the Papa Khatari and the Shubha Khatari I've talked about, go to the previous video of my doshas, where I've been talking about the various doshas, and that is the place where I talked about the Papa Khatari dosha. I will also put a link below this video if you want to see that or watch that video. Leave me your comments, your questions, your concerns, your feedback. I'll be more than happy to answer those. And my dear friends, my target is to give you the right coaching and the right teaching by removing the doubts and make the concept very easily understandable. And also, some of my clients and my students ask me, why don't I put a lot of videos on YouTube every month, every week? The reason is very simple, my dear friends. I believe in quality, not quantity. I want to give you the best of the learnings in astrology, and that's the reason when I get the best content for you, I make a video. But stay tuned. In D-30, next video, I will show you how to time those inauspicious events in your life, the misfortunes, the miseries, how you can time it, that when it exactly going to happen through the D-30 transit chart. And very soon I'll make a video that will be the part 2 of D-30 series, and I'm sure you will enjoy that video a lot, as much as you have enjoyed this much. Again, Astrologer Mohnish, once again, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for all your love, your blessings, your respect towards me. And I wish you very, very happy astrology learning and wish you success, happiness, health in your life. Thank you.